Okay, this is our original smaller disc that came with the farm when we bought it. I believe it's like a 14 foot, and originally we were gonna use this disc for tillage, but then we realized this is way too small for 80 acres, let alone more when we're gonna expand the farm, so we just went on Marketplace. But we already bought tires for it, and we are like, let's just try it out, because it would make a decent small disc, like for fires, or just if we need to plant more tree rows, because a lot of the tree rows died around here because of a big fire. So, but as coming over in the tractor, we're gonna pick each wing up at a time and put the rims back on here and measure the distance between the front and the middle and see if we can find the piston, because it is somewhere in one of the barns. So here comes my dad, and we'll meet you when he gets down here.
Okay, are you videoing? Yeah. Okay, black bar right here.
Okay, we're gonna put this strap around the tire so we can like squeeze the tire as tight as we can onto the bead to like force it to sit down. And when you do this, you want to make sure to have it square in the center of the tire. See how there's this like gap in there, but when we squeeze it with the ratchet strap, it kind of superficially sits it down onto the bead.
See, sometimes you got to work the tire onto the bead.
And sometimes you just gotta like maneuver the tire onto the bead.
Okay.
New. Nope. Are we good? Yes?
Okay, just give it a little bit of tweak. Okay, let's go up to 25. When you get to 15, let me know and I'll pop this ratchet.
Okay, pop in the ratchet.
You should pop the ratchet at like 5.
You probably should pop the ratchet less than 5, not at 15 like we just did.
Or as soon as your bead sits.
Or as soon as your bead sits. So we're gonna pump this tire up to 25, correct?
Okay. Yes, but to see the bead sitting, look at how the rim sits next to the tire.
Yep.
And how it's tight around there, and the tire is bulging out just a little bit. That's what you want. That's a good seated tire.
Exactly. Okay, there we go. And now both of our our old tiny disc tires are mounted on the rims, and I think we'll go start up a tractor and go put them back on there. So let's go start up a tractor. Okay, let's fire this thing up and head over to the new or the old disc. Nothing's connected to the 3-point, so we are good to proceed out of here without hitting my little 4-wheeler. We do have a chain in the bucket, so we should be good to pick it up. These are the 3 things we'll need: 2 tires, and Milwaukee pack out. So these rims used to look like this disc and were all rusted out, but we restored them by taking a wire brush to them, getting all the rust off, and repainting them. And now they shouldn't rust and they look great. So he's gonna pull, or maybe I'll pull the tractor in and we'll lift it up and put the tires on. No, I'll do it.
With your ratchet, just part way. Tell them. Just part way. Tell them why.
So you just screw it in part way so it doesn't allow the tire to pop off while you're trying to put your other lug nuts on. And once you get about 2, you're fine to go for the rest.
You're lining up holes.
Yeah, you're just lining up the holes so you can proceed with the rest of your lug nuts. Not going tight. Here, getting close so we can. So we're gonna try to seat this lug nut inside that bead and center the tire. You see how it kind of like sucked it centered now? And now the tire's like centering itself on this. Now, since we have a really powerful Milwaukee gun, you don't want to tighten these up too much because you can break them off. Cross-thread it, and then you'll be paid long. Once again, we're going to seat it down and go across from it, not to the next one, and hit the cross. Okay, so we're going to measure to see how long the piston that we need is for it. As you can tell that there's a little bit of wear around this little hole right here. That is because that's where the hydraulic piston connects from this hole to this hole. Right here is the safety pin for when you're traveling down the road. So we're going to measure from the center of this hole to the center of this hole. So center is about right there to center here. So it's roughly about 28 inches. So that means the center of the piston is probably going to be at that like 13, 14 mark. So we have to find a piston about that short that we think is big enough and the correct one for it, so that we can.
It might be this long.
It might even be this long, and then it just
and then it extends
out to there. So let's see if we can go find something like that and. let's lower this, see if the tractor has enough horsepower, and if it does, we'll do a little bit of tillage. I am shocked that this tractor had enough horsepower to pull that disc as deep as it would go. I think we might just do the rest of this end row, maybe throw the drone up and get a little bit of footage, but yeah, let's see how deep we go. This is on end row. That's probably 3 or 4 inches for a disc. I mean, that's
5 or 6.
Oh, I guess it's 5 or 6, what Dad says. And here on the stuff that we ran the chisel over, that's nice, good, deep, soft soil. There are still some chunks in it, but that's because there still are some chunks in it because it hasn't rained or we haven't gotten moisture in Nebraska since early January, so it's pretty dry out. But yeah, I think we'll do 2 more passes and then head home and see where the day takes us. Well, it looks like this was a win, finding this in the tree line and pulling it out and giving it new life. Now, if you have any comments or suggestions about this disc or the tractor or anything about my farm, please make sure to leave it down below. And make sure to like and subscribe so we can make this channel bigger and we can bring more awesome content to you guys. And as always, I hope to see you in the next one. Later.